What's up, everybody? Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hi. Hi, Adavi. Hi. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm super hyped and I'm super excited for today. Super excited. Yes. Hi, little woman, big hair. Hi, Adavi. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? Hi, 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 hi. Hi to everyone. Hey, Nana. How are you? Hi, Queen's Touch. Yes. Hello to everyone. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for, popping in. I'm super excited. Senator Cory Booker is going to be on VeganPopEats, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited about this. Yeah. So I'm super, super, super hyped about it. Hi, Virgo Sleaze. This is amazing, and I'm too hyped. I'm too hyped. But yes, thank you everyone who is coming on. It starts at 6. You think you get chili? I don't know if she's vegan. I don't know if she's vegan or not. I don't know if she's vegan, but that's anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But I don't think that she's vegan. I don't think that she's vegan, but I know that she takes care of herself very well. Oh, she is vegan. Okay. Well, I already had Maya. Maya's been on. If she is vegan, then I'll slide in and see if it's possible. But yeah, I'm super excited. Hi, Khalifa. How are you? But I did not know that chili was vegan. But now that I know, I'll put her on the vision board, and hopefully, we'll cross paths enough where she would want to come and have a conversation about her being a vegan. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, and just to talk to her, because she is part of our R&B history, successful and things of that nature. But yeah, so I always come on a little bit earlier just to check the lighting, to make sure that everyone can hear everything, and just to spend a little time with y'all to see how everyone is going, how's everyone doing and things of that nature. I'm super excited about where VeganPopEats is going and how it's growing, and how people are taking this platform serious as far as promoting the vegan lifestyle and the plant-based living, and just all around wanting to be well nourished and moisturized. There's my twin. Hey, David. And so, that's what's important to me, because VeganPopEats is only 2 years old, and we've done some great things in the 2 years that we've been about, but it's time to really level it up. So if those of you who don't know, I also have a physical show where I showcase all the hottest vegan spaces and trends. That is on YouTube, so go over there and subscribe. I would love to grow a community over there as well, and you can see the full 3 seasons that I have. I'm in production now for the 4th season. We have some really great vegan restaurants that have opened up here in New York City, but I'll also be going to Atlanta. I'm also going to Costa Rica. I'm also going to London to also let you guys see what's really going on over in the vegan space, because, you know, it's dope over here. We eat good over here. And you know, the opportunity to cross over and live a great lifestyle without harming any animals, the planet, or yourself is, you know, the time is now. We can see how, you know, the climate is changing rapidly, how it's, you know, the heat is starting to be, is going to become more unbearable because of, you know, how we've damaged the ozone layer because of, you know, animal production. Now, I am not an animal activist. I crossed over because of health reasons, not my health reasons, but, you know, my mother died of breast cancer. And then recently I just came from a funeral and some of my family members passed from diabetes. And there's a difference between you having diabetes and being born with it and you tricking your body into getting diabetes, and that just means that you haven't been taking care of yourself. And there is no age limit on getting diabetes or heart issues or things of that nature. So it's very important that we, hi Mr. Over It, it's very important that we really start to concentrate on what we are putting in our mouths, because our health is our biggest currency. And without your health, what you gonna do? You can't wear your Gucci shoes and you can't walk because it cut your legs off. So, yeah. So, hi, Gentle Blue Sky. Yes, it is important for us to really take this serious, especially as a community, especially as, you know, being descendants from African Americans. You know, we are the fastest growing people in the demographics, but we're, you know, it needs to be a little bit quicker because we know better. We know better. And our ancestors weren't eating like that. They might have eaten meat like as a celebration, but on a day-to-day basis, they were not eating hog, and they weren't eating chicken, and they weren't eating beef. It was more of a treat. So, yeah, we need to tighten up and let's get this together, because in order for us to take our rightful place, our health has to be intact. Yes, hi. My tribe is showing up for me, and I really appreciate that. I really, truly appreciate it. You have no idea. You have no idea how it makes me feel when I see people who really support Vegan Pop Eats and really enjoy the content that I'm putting out. Hi, Sheree. Hi. Hi, Jenny. Yes. So I just really, you know, want people to start taking their lives more seriously when it's coming to health and what they're putting into their mouths, because, you know, what you put in your mouth just doesn't. Yes, Vegan Delicious is here. What you put in your mouth just isn't about, you know, what you're eating. It also shows up with what you're looking like. It also shows up with your energy. It shows up in your day-to-day lives. If you, what you eat, and I read this quote, it said, what you eat is how you feel about yourself. So if you're wanting to eat death, that's saying, you know, you can ... But when you eat life, you can see it in your skin. You can see it in your hair. You can see it in your nails. You can see how you just go about day-to-day lives. You're more compassionate. Your brain is clear. So it's not like we're just saying this just because. What you eat affects more than what you put in your body. You should eat to live, not live to eat. And that was my rant for that, because I'm not the vegan to, you know, shame you. I just want all of us to just be better. I just want all of us to just really show up as our best authentic selves. My new tagline is well nourished and moisturized. And I just want I want people to experience what that actually means. So that's that on that. back to regular schedule programming. I'm gonna show y'all where y'all can go get some good vegan food. And I'm gonna show you how to, be able to live in abundance without harming any animals and the community, and just really showing up for yourselves. Yes, well nourished and moisturized. It's a movement. It is a movement. So, and I just want everyone, Just Eat Plants. I want everyone to understand what it feels like, what it looks like. And if you need any help, just slide in the DMs. Or matter of fact, we have a community that's on here now. Every person that is showing up, well, majority of them are showing up, are all professionals in the vegan and plant-based field. We have Sheree. I said her name. Sherry. We have the Eat School. We have Vegan Soulicious. We have Chris. Yes, we have Chris, the Bronx Vegan. We have so many people who show up every time on this live that you could easily ask questions. They have programs. They have all kinds of things because they are wanting us to show up authentically for ourselves. And they're all magical women. They're all magical women, and I'm grateful that they've come across my path because I've learned so much from all of them. But the time is now for us to really get into our rightful places. And the only way that we're going to be able to do that is if we really be serious about what we are putting in our bodies, what we're mentally, programming ourselves to be. There's just so many things that when you cross over and stop eating these different types of things that aren't good for you, your mind just changes. It changes. You change the people that you hang out with. You want to hang out with people who are speaking life. You don't want to hang out with people who aren't speaking life. You gravitate to just wanting to show up and just be blessed. So yeah. That's where it is. That's where it is. And, knowing that, you have family members who are sickly and they don't have to be. Now, there's some sicknesses now, it's a possibility that that's just what happened. But when you are sick because you caused yourself to be sick, that's the issue. That is the issue. But like I said, I'm not one of those ones who can go back and forth and, give you 585, 68 statistics. That's not my ministry. I leave that for whoever wants to take on that mission. I leave that for the nutritionist. I just want to show you how fun it is. I just want to show you how great it is so you don't feel like you're missing out. That's what I want you to do. Hi, Purple Dreams. How are you? And that's that on that. That's that on that. So yeah, we're getting ready to, welcome Senator Cory Booker as soon as he pops in. He is a vegan. He is an advocate. He is for the community. And yeah, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, let's hi, mother of Nathan. Let's just tighten up, just tighten up. We just need to tighten up. But yes, I'm super excited to have this conversation with him. Hi, Purple Dreams. I'm not educated on how or what to cook. I try my hardest. I am missing out on something. As AZE 1090, you need to connect with the Eat School, Jenny Mack. She is a nutritionist. She is a coach. Yes, hi, MM Dickens. She is a coach. There's so many great women on here. Sheree, she's a personal trainer. So if you're trying to get yourself together, and she can also give you information of living, a healthy lifestyle as far as being a vegan and being able to work out and different things like that. This is a community. We want everyone to be great, and we want everyone to show up as their authentic selves. And you can't do that if you're sickly. And Jenny's great. Like when I say she'll get you together, she will get you all the way together. So slide into her DMs. She can give you some tricks and things that will get you together. Yeah. I don't gatekeep over here. I don't gatekeep, because I remember when I was coming up and not trying to be, but, figuring out the media space, there were so many things that are Francini. Yeah, Francini, you need to connect with the Eat School. You need to connect with Sheree. I keep saying her name now, and I know she's like, girl, if you don't get your life together, but you need to connect with them. Yeah. The Eat School will get you all the way together. I'm telling you. Hi, Shada. Hi. Hi, doctor. Hi, doctor. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Hi, how are you? She's dope. Like, there's just so many dope people that show up for me. And, I just want everyone to know everyone, because, there's power in numbers. There is Senator Cory Booker. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes. Send me whatever you want me to do, and I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. Because we all need to, there's power in numbers. And it's dope over here on the green side. It's dope. Don't we look like we dope? Yes, indeed. Yes, 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 yes. Hi, Samantha. How are you?
You are dope.
Hi, Senator Cory Booker. How are you?
How am I?
Yes.
I am pretty dagnab good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm not overwhelmed, but I'm excited that you even carved out time to talk to me today.
Listen,
I'm just,
we had a really good talk.
I'm gagging. I am gagging. I am gagging. But thank you so much, so much, so much. I just want to say that I'm not really a fan of politics, because most of the time when you're not a fan of politics, it's because you're not educated enough. And then there are reasons where things about it just aren't interesting enough, because you don't think that it matters, because you're one out of whatever.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I want to tell you that I became a fan of yours twice. And the first time that I became, you'll probably be like, Angela, you late. I've been out here in these streets forever. But I became a fan of yours when you talked to Katani Brown.
Oh, yes.
When I say I got chills, and I'm going to start the show, but I always like to give people their flowers on how, because I pick people on who inspire me, and I pick people who I feel that they can have a true conversation about the lifestyle that we're living. But when you spoke to her, it made me feel like you understood the importance of her being there. It made me feel like I understood the importance of you being there, and you were saying to her that I see you. What was going through your mind? Because I know it wasn't written down. It was pure passion. What made you feel like that was the time for you to tell her that you see her? Because we don't get told that a lot.
No, but you and I both know, I think everybody was feeling that. I think by the time some of my colleagues started to be so vile and destructive, to see her be disrespected by people who, frankly, her career is more storied than what she's overcome was greater than them. So I think a lot of us know, especially women, especially Black women, know what it's like to be in a room full of people that are treating you like you're inferior, but in many ways you are magnificent and exceptional, and they should be standing back in awe or appreciation. And so watching her be disrespected like that, it wasn't just me. I think we all were feeling that, and it really was just me venting. and then turning to her and honoring. And I think that that was, for me, being raised by Black women, me being in a community where Black women are leading in Newark, New Jersey, in extraordinary ways. It was just a moment that I think that many of us who've lived the road we do knew that was a moment to return it to the joy, to return it to the exaltation, to return it to the honor of a magnificent, amazing woman.
And the second time I became a fan of yours, Cory, was,
Hey,
I'm gonna call you Cory because
please call me
I'm
Cory.
not in politics.
Please call me Cory.
I know you now. I feel like we tight now.
Yeah.
But the second time I became a fan of yours is when I met you in person.
Yeah.
Because anyone who knows me, that I'm fearless, especially when I am wanting to talk about what my purpose and my, my show, because I feel that, health is our biggest currency. And when I saw that you were a vegan, I just knew, and I had no idea that we were going to meet at Cadence. I know that you'd be on our block. I know you'd be at Avant Garden and you'd be hitting up all the vegan spots. But when you came in, it was like LeBron gave me the ball and I had to slide. I had to wait till your belly was full because, you might have been hangry, you might have been crazy, but I am really grateful that you came on my show, because I want to tell you, you have no idea how loved you are. And how does it feel to be your ancestors' wildest dreams?
Oh.
Or at least one of them.
Well, let me just not let you get away with this, because you are showering me. And let me just tell your viewers, my mom told me when I started in politics, she says, Cory, just meet people, because who you are speaks so loudly, people can't hear what you say. And you are that person. You meet you and you immediately, you're such a soulful person that your authenticity, you feel it. So you had me at the moment we shook hands. I could tell you were about service, you were about helping people, you were a light worker. And so this meeting, and God has a plan. I don't believe in mistakes. I think everything happens for a purpose. And so us encountering each other was a gift to me. And I told my communication staff, and again, we get requests more than we can even respond to, not to mention schedule. But I told them we had to get me into another meeting, virtual meeting with you, because I just was so impressed, and I'm so happy we can be on here. So don't just pour this one way. In fact, I believe this for sure. Good or bad, whatever you say about other people is more of a reflection of who you are than who they are.
You have to catch me on a good day, because I'm a Gemini. I have two personalities and I can turn it out, Cory. I can turn it out. But
I was with Gail King, and you both share that quality. You both share that quality where don't metaphorically, not literally, but the Vaseline comes out and the earrings come off, and it's on.
Yes, I'm a wordsmith. I don't fight.
No,
but
you're
I can get you together. I can get you together. But we're going to go ahead and start, because people are here to, and you can take off your tie. You didn't have to come.
I got a dinner with an ambassador.
Oh, okay. So you had to be, okay. Well, those of you who are just joining us, I'm Angela Yvonne, and I am the host of VeganPopEats, where we are changing the perception of veganism through conversation, cuisine, and conscious living. And if you don't know, now you know. We have Senator Cory Booker here. He is an advocate. He's a senator. He's a community activist. And most of all, he is a vegan. Thank you so much, Cory. I really, truly appreciate it, for the bottom of my heart, that you took time for this. When I always start the show, I always like to ask people, what was the catalyst for you to decide that you wanted to be over here on the green side?
Well, look, it started I was a competitive athlete. And when I was experimenting with different diets, when I went without meat, my body just took off.
Right.
Felt it. But then I just started to read. And look, I tell you, when it comes to the horrific treatment of animals and the suffering that goes on, the whole industrial factory farming system, the way we produce meat and dairy, the more I knew about the industry, I just could not participate in that system. Personal choice, I couldn't participate in it. And again, the more I learned, climate change, its contributions to horrific levels of pollution and poisoning of air and water, what it's doing to a lot of low-income Black communities like Duplin County, North Carolina, where all these big CAFOs are, concentrated animal feeding operations, couldn't participate in that. Now, look, I'm a government official. I don't think government or elected officials should tell anybody what to eat. It's their personal decision. But that said, I don't think it's the role of government to be creating policies and incentives where they're picking winners and losers, and that the policies of this country subsidize a broken food system
Yes.
that perpetuate a lot of practices that I think the majority of Americans wouldn't want to see. So I want to be the change I want to see in the world. I'm not preaching to anybody else. This is the best decision for my lifestyle well-being, but I do want to participate as a senator, as a citizen, in creating a system. Can somebody hand me that cup of water over there? I'm going to choke right now. I want to make sure that we're trying to design a system that is fair, level playing field, because right now everything in McDonald's we subsidize.
Right.
And then my community leaves McDonald's and can't find fresh fruits and vegetables, which government tells us to eat the majority of. In fact, only 2% of our subsidies for agriculture go to the things our government tells us to eat the most of, and that's just wrong.
So to touch on that brings me to the thoughts of food deserts. And now we all know, if we go back to history, that the things that are in the low income communities were intentionally put there, as far as liquor stores, as far as, the little corner stores, not filled with nutritious food and things of that nature. Why, in your opinion, in 2022, that we are still having the conversation about who has the right to have good food? Because I live in New York, I live in Brooklyn, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful, because if you go down Flatbush, you can get as much fresh fruits, vegetables as you want. I don't even have to go to the grocery store. And part of it is because I'm choosing to live an animal-free life. But at the same time, in 2022, it shouldn't be where there are food deserts. Why do you feel that is so? And why isn't, I guess, the lawmakers making that a priority?
Well, first of all, I want people to understand that food deserts exist in rural areas and urban areas.
Right.
But into something that we should all be more aware of. Our urban spaces were designed to be toxic environments. And what I mean by that, not intentionality necessarily, although a lot of it, the redlining, the FHA programs, the things that made it easy for people to get out and then invest in homes that built value, and then others to be stuck in those places. My family literally had to get a white couple that opposes us in the 1960s to move into a area with great public schools, supermarkets, and everything like that. So there are a lot of things that made our system, our communities toxic. It's the NIMBYism in New Jersey. The suburbs didn't want the incinerator there, and they fought to put it in the urban space. The legacy corporations that were dumping in chemicals into our water and into the soil. We literally, in many places in Newark, could not plant tomatoes in the ground because of toxins in the ground. And then don't get me started about these urban centers, highways, airports, ports. You have asthma rates that are multiple times more higher, the proliferation of lead and lead paint. So you have human beings, the greatest natural resource we have is human potential, but we have people in certain communities are growing up at high levels of toxicity. Their life expectancy is dramatically lower, and it's not because they're lazy or not smart. It's because they're growing up in this legacy of pollution and policies that created these more densely populated, low-income Black and brown communities. Now, to your question, we can choose policy solutions to get out of this. I was the mayor of a big city. We fought. We got urban farms started in Newark. We got that hadn't been built in 20 years in our community. There are things you can do, but it's even hard for mayors because there's not always the resources for it. That's what I'm trying to fight on the federal level, to get more resources to local communities to get rid of food deserts and more.
But I guess for me, it's hard to, try to understand why you even have to, I guess, go through the federal level in order to get the finances for it, when it should be just the basic human right to be able to have it. Because like I said, I live in Brooklyn, and I have seen, how my neighborhood has changed because certain things have decided to move into the neighborhood. And I'm not saying that it wasn't gentrified before I moved into it, but I'll take, for instance, the Brooklyn Deli. When I first used to go to the deli, I couldn't get a smoothie, I couldn't get a salad, I couldn't get, I just got the basics, a chop, whatever. Now it's like a miniature Whole Foods.
Right.
So is it really about going to a federal level, or is it really about our parts of the world not truly making it a priority?
I have to say all of the above. I mean, there are definitely communities, again, Newark, the intention was there. The desire from consumers were there. But, it took me almost 8 years to get a Whole Foods to move to Newark, New Jersey.
Right.
Look, the guy who was really responsible for it is in my office right now. He's the head of my economic development. I mean, the battles he had to do just to get dominion over a city block that we turned into a farm, producing thousands of pounds of food, it was hard. These things take effort, focus, planning, and follow through. So I don't think there's one thing. I think there are a lot of things. But again, we use our federal government to make cheap, empty nutrition, highly sugar-filled, processed products dirt cheap, and fruits and vegetables relatively expensive.
Yeah.
So I don't want that in my community. I want the government to say, stop, make it a fair playing field. And so we could do things at the federal level to make it easier for those who are struggling for healthy, nutritious foods at the local level. But we have these powerful interests, these big multinational corporations with their lobbyists in Washington fighting the kind of things that provide more healthy food to folks. And then we turn around and blame people for being obese. Yeah,
right.
There's a decision in it, but we know that when consumers can access healthy food, their rates of disease and obesity go down. In fact, there's a whole movement in America called Food is Medicine, where free fruits and vegetables to low-income people with diet-related diseases, you would save taxpayers money because their healthcare costs would go so far down because now they're accessing this food. And for you and I especially, the communities we live in, what's happening in the Black community, the number one killer of Black folk is, I'm sorry, it's not murder, it's not being shot by the police, it is diet-related diseases. As one great activist said, more people are being killed by sweets than on the streets.
Yes.
As said, in South Central, we have drive-bys and drive-throughs, and the drive-throughs are killing more people than the drive-bys. We are a nation where just our children, Black children alone, just 10 years, their rates of type 2 diabetes has doubled. This was never heard of before in our ancestors. Never heard of before by our great-grandparents. And now we have children who are becoming undercut in their potential because of diet-related diseases, because it's so easy to access the wrong foods and so much more complicated and hard to access the right foods.
And then again, I think about when you say things like that, people are under the impression that living this way is expensive. And, people are under the impression that, to get quality certain things, because I saw some people in the comments talking about how, Flatbush has, the bottom of the barrel fruits and things of that nature. And everybody always comes up with certain kinds of excuses as into why they can't eat certain things, but they don't understand that our health is our biggest currency. And yeah, you might say that, oh, the fruits or the vegetables, you pick through them. You pick through the ones that you're trying to get because, You know, not all of it's bad, but it is better than you going to the bodega, getting your chopped cheese and your fries and your chips and things of that nature. And it always bothers me because, you know, especially our community. I can only speak about me because I'm brown, I'm black, Native American, whatever you want to, you know, we all up underneath the same household. You know, so many of us give so many excuses and don't want to have the open mind to live their authentic selves, and don't want to have the open mind as far as just being cautious about putting food in your mouth. You could do a meatless Monday.
But a lot of folk, you know, live with these diet-related diseases. I sat with Mark Hyman today.
Yeah.
Mark Hyman today. If you should follow him on Instagram.
Okay.
We can reverse diabetes. He was giving example after example, story after story of people who thought, literally, their doctors were telling them, you're headed quickly to death.
Yeah.
By making these common sense changes in their diets and sticking to it and realizing that it is easy for people who have, you know, the ability to buy food and means and stuff like that. So what there's two issues here. One is, why do we have to live into a society that is taking my tax dollars and using it to make people sick? So I want to battle here in Washington for you. We should fight at state, local level. That's one thing. But two is what you are also a representative of, my sister. You are showing people that it's not hard. You are showing people that I can make choices to better my mind, spirit, and body, because everything is interrelated, right? Everything is interwoven and interconnected. I will think better when I eat better.
Yes.
I will have lower healthcare costs if I eat better. Everything is interrelated, and that's why more of us. This is the powerful thing about leaders like us, where people often don't see enough leaders like us, enough faces like us. Is we can relate to different folks, or folks feel that we're accessible. Like when I jog around Newark, New Jersey, I'm the only senator that lives in a low-income Black and brown community. I want my folks to see me in the streets. I want them to see me at the supermarket. I want them to see me home. And this is my community. I'm not forgetting the folks. There's a map here.
Right.
1998, I grew up, I ran for city council. That's the community that elected me. I still live in that community. And so we have to continue to be the change. I want people to see me walk by and say, man, you look good. What are you doing?
Right.
You know, and let me tell you about what I'm doing. And it's not so hard. And you are not helpless. You are not a victim of disease. You're not a victim of irritable bowel syndrome. You're not a victim of always being gassy. You're not a victim of having your skin break out. You're not a victim of being forgetful all the time. That these are things that God designed our bodies to be machines that work at high levels of energy, high frequencies, high capacities, and health. What is it we say in church? God wants you to have life and have it more abundantly.
Yes.
Is a way to access that.
Yes, indeed. You have to take me to church, Cory. I see that I've been following you on Twitter, and I see that you are doing a no sugar challenge. How is that going? And how did you come up with the challenge, and why did you want to do this and invite people along in the process?
It's not too late to join, even though we're a few weeks into it. I'd love to have you as a testifier, as a witness. Come on now. I did it because I had to confess. I started the year saying I was going to run every day. I've run straight for more than 200 days. But my weight was still going up and down. And I told folks, let me be real with you. You can't outrun a bag of Oreos. Oreos are vegan, as you and I know, but it is
a purple bag Doritos, but you ain't here for me.
No. So I was a junk food vegan. I knew all the shortcuts to the kind of highly processed, sugar-filled, kill me early food. Because you could be a vegan and have a shorter life expectancy than somebody that's not a vegan, because you're eating all the junk food and they're eating whole foods, healthy foods, and moderate meat intake. So I just realized I am not being the change I want to see in the world. I need to try a challenge to go without sugar. It is hard. Everything has sugar. Your salad dressings, your ketchup, barbecue sauce. I looked for those of you meat eaters out there. I looked at packaging and saw like turkey slices, sugar. I mean, so many things have sugar you don't realize it. And so I just started the first 2 or 3 days. I had those late night cravings because I like to go home sometimes with my 2 best friends, Ben and Jerry.
Not Ben and Jerry.
And get into a vegan pint or two, quite literally. And
Please stop telling my business, Cory. You're telling my business.
I tell my friends, they make them in serving sizes, you know, 1 serving, 1 pint. And I just realized that, no, I'm not living the life I want us all to live. And the best way to make change is to make change within yourself. So I said, let me do this. And then I thought to myself, you know what? You and I are the same way. Lots of people follow me on social media. Let me put the shout out to folk and see if they'll join. And I got over 5,000 people join me for the No Sugar Challenge. And some great people. Like one of my favorite vegan influencers is a woman named the Korean Vegan.
Oh, yeah, I had her on the show.
Yes, she jumped on board. So I just have to say that, like, I am loving this experiment. I really am. It's been in my 2nd week. I don't miss it.
Right.
And I'm actually feeling better because the non-eating sugar has helped me to stop eating processed food.
Yeah.
And so now I'm starting to lose weight. Now I'm getting out of the shower and pausing in front of the mirror.
Not the pause.
I got the pause.
When you get the pause, Cory, it's over. It's over. It's over.
You know, I'm not getting dressed as quickly as I used to.
But if you follow me, I'm always doing a challenge because my goal is to live a well-nourished and moisturized life. Yeah. And it starts with the food. It just starts with everything. And that's why I really enjoy the vegan community, is because it's not about what color you are. It's more about your compassion. It's more about you just really wanting to show up as your best self, and you can't do it eating death.
Yes.
So I know I'm about to wrap this up because I know you put your glasses back on. So that was that the code? Was that the code to say wrap it up?
No, I'm reading the comments. These are great comments. These folks here are like, we're getting a lot of hallelujah, amens, applause. There's a lot of good people.
Yes. I have a great tribe, like Vegan Soulicious. You need to follow her. You need to follow the Eat School. She is a coach, nutritionist. When I say she'll get you together, Cory, she'll get you all the way together.
Oh my gosh, I got to follow.
So if you could persuade or convince someone to come to the green side, what words would you choose and why?
I've never thought about that. I just have to say, my greatest persuasion, you know, there was a wonderful saying by a theologian. He said, everywhere I go, I preach the gospel, but only sometimes do I use words.
Wow.
And so I want to embody the fullness of my beliefs, perfect integrity when it comes to things like diet and nutrition. I'm going to get there. I'm getting better month by month, but I just want to embody it. I want people to say, what do you have going on? Tell me what you're doing. And that's how I've been with people. I have friends of mine. I was with Mark Hyman. I'm like, dude, I've seen you. You just become chiseled. What are you doing? And I have a page full of notes of things I'm gonna be incorporating because he's been showing me the way.
Right.
So let's just do. And all the data shows that. You know how powerful we are. I was just talking to this great doctor, Nicholas Christakis. He's written some best-selling New York Times books, and he was telling me that you are more likely to stop smoking if your friend's friend stops smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, that we affect people 2 and 3 degrees of separation we don't even know. You're more likely to lose weight if your friend's friend has lost weight.
Yes.
And so if I want to be a person of influence to the people, frankly, that often matter, that do matter most, like my family, you know, like my circle of people, I want them to be healthy. And too many people, and Black people in particular, we have the lowest life expectancy rates.
Yeah. We're dying unnecessarily. Yes,
at stunningly young ages. And I want that to stop. And I know the best way I can do that is to show people, hey, I am a guy that's in a crazy busy, high stress job, but I prioritize my health, fitness, well-being, and I found a way to do it. If I can find a way to do it with all the stressors and challenges that I have, maybe you can too.
Okay, last question. what is Cory eating in the house, and do you cook? And what is your favorite meal to cook?
Well, let me confess something I haven't said publicly to you. We're going to break some news right now. I just finished a 230-hour fast. Almost 10 days. Just fasted. Water, tea, coffee.
Yes, indeed.
Because of the power of fasting. I've read a lot about it.
Yes, it's powerful.
It's powerful. Healing, lower rates of Alzheimer's, lower rates of cancers. And so I just decided to try to break my record for the longest I had fasted before. And
you said 238 days?
230 hours.
Oh.
But the longest recorded fast is more than a year, I think.
Oh, so 230 hours. So that's what?
That's almost 10 days. I was 10 hours short of 10 days.
And all you did was water and juices?
No juices. Water, coffee.
Oh. Now, I've done raw fasts. I haven't did a water fast yet, but I've heard.
There's all different types of fasts. You could fast by just doing, I'm eliminating this or I'm eliminating that. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's helped me right now. So that meant I didn't shop for 10 days. I saved a little bit of money. But it was a great experience. And I found myself with more energy. Every religious tradition has fasting in it.
Yes.
And there's so much science. People should just Google benefits of fasting. You'll be blown away. So it was just a great experiment.
So what are you going to eat now?
I broke fast this morning with some papaya, watermelon, and pineapple.
Okay.
And then I had lunch with Dr. Hyman with big salad and vegetables.
Okay.
Avocado. But
when you're not fasting, what is like your go-to meal at the house? Do you cook or you have someone cooking for you?
I don't have anybody cooking for me, but I'm a bachelor who's just trying to get it together some nights. So I eat out a lot, but I do make some things. I make a good vegan chili. I make I do a lot of things in my Instapot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm all right.
I saw you at Belsey.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna be filming out there in a couple weeks. But a place that you need to go to is Vegoist.
Hold on, let me write this down.
You need to go to Vegoist. VEGOIST. When I think that they've cracked the code for vegan mac and cheese. I think they cracked it.
Really? Where is it?
Yes, it's on 113 Ludlow. I just filmed my first episode there, but you need to go there. And they just opened up a vegan wine bar called Earthen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I know. I'm the plug.
You are, but what is it? Why am I blanking on the name?
Belsey, the vegan brewery.
Belsey was amazing.
Yes, I'm going to film there probably in like 2 weeks. And I'm also going to Costa Rica because there's a vegan hotel out there called the Mother Earth.
Okay, well, everybody should go to Belsey. Vegoist, I will try.
You will love it. They have a seitan and mashed potatoes. Chef's kiss.
Wow. All right, and then we're gonna Costa Rica. You convinced me to travel.
You have to go. It's the first vegan hotel, and it's amazing. I'm going out there to film an episode of my show because I have a physical show as well where I showcase all the hottest vegan spaces, and I have seasons 1 through 3 is on YouTube, and I'm doing season 4, and next year I'm going to pitch because we need to have it on like the Food Channel or the Chop Channel.
Food Channel really needs you. And tell me, you make sure you DM me the things you want me to hype up. I'll put them up in my stories, okay?
Cory, let me find out we friends.
I always want to help out, and if you give me content, I have to review it sometimes. My staff jumps on me, but I'd like to help lift you a little bit.
Oh, awesome! That would be a blessing. That would be a blessing. You have to follow me in order for me to slide in your DMs, Cory. You ain't following me.
I thought I was following you. I thought you DM'd me about this.
Cory,
I'm gonna check it out.
Yes, I need you to be following so I can slide you the episodes and I can slide you the newest spaces so you can pop up. And
I'm getting off this now to go to my next thing, but I will follow you. The first thing I do when I press that little X in the upper right hand corner is follow you.
Thank you again, Cory. When I say you know what? I just put you on the list as one of my favorite people, and because of you, I'm going to start paying attention to politics, especially because of your vibrancy, especially because of the frequency that you're operating on. And then if nobody told you, you're kind of dope. You kind of dope.
I can't wait till I see you again so I can give you a big hug.
Cory. We're going to have to take it off the live. We're going to have to take it off the live, Cory.
And when you get your Food Channel show, don't forget us.
I won't forget.
I want you one day acting like you don't know me.
Oh, no. I don't know. You might have the burner phone, but I'm going to know you. Thank you so much, and I hope the rest of your evening is fantastic. You have no idea how much you touched me on this, and everyone is saying that you need to run for president again.
Oh, gosh.
So just let us know what you're going to do so we can show up. Because the vegans, we got power.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And if any way I could be an asset to you in pushing the word for veganism, you just let me know, and I'm there.
I'll reach out. All right, my sister.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who came on. See y'all. Bye.